Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to my house. That's Justin's house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store Highlights episode, version 02242023. That's right, SSH for Friday, the February 24th. I've got my new system up and running, so things again are going to look a little bit different, but hopefully go more smoothly. And I want to highlight, because my new system is up and running, I'm now finding something new that I didn't even know happened, and that is downgrades. So we're going to get to this in a second. Stay tuned for when we get to downgrades, but let's go ahead and look at what we have so far. Compatibility fixes for this week since our last time we talked about this: Biz Design integration, CrossFuse Command Center, Cyber 6 GIL actionable alerts, identity and access management, INRI Identify Identity and Access Governance, Intento Machine Translation Hub, SAP Key User Pro SPM integration, and SYNAC Incident Management. All got compatibility updates. That could be either for Tokyo or Utah. I saw both in there for any of these. So if you're using one of these apps, there's some compatibility updates there. You might want to go check that out. There were 3 items that had some fixes: Service Graph Connector for Armis, Table Builder, and Vulnerability Response. Now, Table Builder is actually something that just came out on the 2nd, so you might want to go look at that. There was a small little tiny fix for all 3 of these, so that's what's new with those. And now let's talk about these downgrades, okay? So AT&T e-bonding. The reason I found this is because my crawls are finally working. They're matching what I want, and you'll see we're on version 3.012, but there was a version 3.013 that was withdrawn on the 17th of February. So that's what I mean by downgrades. So if you're using AT&T e-bonding and you did do this upgrade, you may have the bug that they're actually troubleshooting right now, so you may not want to touch that or stick with the current version for now. Let's take a look at what the other one was. Monday.com spoke and Smartsheet spoke. So all 3 of these were previously upgraded, but they've been downgraded due to probably some kind of bug or something else, and now the older version is the current version. So pay attention for those. That's something new in this episode I haven't covered before because I didn't know what was going on. Now let's get to the good stuff. New releases. We'll start with CitizenKey. CitizenKey, a transformed service delivery for more responsive government and elevate the constituent experience with an omni-channel model. This is coming from Thirdera LLC. Foundational features: modern constituent portal, I can't do that word, pre-built service offering, native voice and SMS support, multi-stage constituent-friendly web form, technical features, scalable and persona-based service offering, large attachment ingestion, and built on the Now Digital Public Sector data model. Let's take a look at, it's just a video, so I don't have any pretty pictures. I just got a video, and I'm not going to play a video within my video. So if you want to go check it out, that's a new CitizenKey application from Thirdera. We'll check out the next update here from Echo. Echo is bringing us device asset management. Let's check out the key features and API connectors. So use this app as a connector to their API backend. The user will be able to import all their hardware asset from their solution. This app will install various dashboards and views which can be used to support their solution. So that is something new from Echo. We do have some pretty pictures. Let's take a look. There's a dashboard. Looks like NetCloud Echo showing an overview of device category and device connected in the last 30 days. There's the anti-malware dashboard. That's a nice little, it's not a pie chart. I don't know what you call that, but I guess it could be a pie chart, a pizza chart. I don't know. Anti-malware products, anti-malware trends. Third picture here. This has to do with encryption, so we can see the encryption state of assets that are being tracked with Echo. So, we got a warranty tab. I thought that was the last picture of warranty. Expired by vendor, expired by category, and warranty expiration just in general. This is the battery tab, so tracking the actual battery quality, low, normal, high quality. Pretty cool stuff from Echo, powered by NetCloud. That is the configuration, it looks like, if you want to go ahead and configure this application. And there is what we see, a graphic showing, basically how the REST API is working between the 2 systems. And here's a view of an asset in the CMDB, it looks like. Yeah, this is an asset. I don't think this is a configuration item. This is an actual asset, even though it says CMDB. This looks like an asset, and that's it. That's all the pretty pictures for that one. Thank you, Echo Device Asset Management. we will go to our next application, our final new application. This is going to be Simetric, ServiceNow's ITAM expansion for unified Internet of Things device control. Let's take a look at those features. Connectivity management for SIM-based edge devices. SIM data loaded from the Simetric platform is used to influence ServiceNow workflows and analytics with wireless connectivity information. ServiceNow assets which contain a SIM can be inspected and analyzed for optimum configuration within the network operations environment. Let's take a look at these pretty pictures. I got some analytics on usage trend. I've got a query builder. Someone's querying, looks like some bunch of SIMs, and all the customer names, the IMEI, the status, activation date. Here's a dashboard showing data usage and forecasted usage. Wow, pretty cool stuff there. There's the device details, so searching for a device and the management. I've blurred out some of its private information there. And back to our analytics. So good stuff there from Simetric. So 3 new apps this week on this week's episode of SSH. Let's check out our highlights for the week. We'll start with advanced AI search management tools. Highlights here are going to be version 4.1.2. It's interesting. There's no version thing over here on the right hand side that I'm used to clicking on, so we've got to scroll down. I did look at this earlier. So new in version 4.1.2, enhance the performance for search analytics. That is the update on that one for AI search management tools. Asset Track got an update. Let's check out what they did with their application. Their version history is working. New features. There's a ton of new features. You can see them right there on the screen. So this is a major release coming from Asset Track and Asset Management International. Also has some bug fixes. You can see there. These people are working hard on making their application work like you want it to work within ServiceNow. So I am even not going to try to read all this stuff, but if you're using Asset Track from Asset Management International, major release out, supported in Tokyo, San Diego, and Rome, so you definitely want to check out that update. Next up on our list is going to be the document app approval template. This is actually part of App Engine Studio. I included it here just so you could see that this got updated within the past week. And so if you were using that in the new App Engine Studio, they reference the release notes on the doc site. If you want to see, I went and chased that rabbit trail and didn't find anything specific to the document approval app template. But just in case you're using it, you might want to go check out that update. Next on our list, INRI Celebrate Employee Recognition Management, Reward, Recognize, and Celebrate. Let's check out what's new in this version. A Wall of Fame for the social internet, My Recognitions, public and private wishes, automation engine for convey wishes, compatibility with ServiceNow Tokyo Patch 4, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, screen compatibility has been checked with different resolutions, catalog redemption, deleting a praise should reset budget calculations, and haven't encountered any known issues in the current release. First time I've seen that abbreviated, KI. So another major release in this week's episode from INRI Celebrate Employee Recognition Management. Let's check out our next application, IronStream IBM I Event Management, included in ServiceNow Event Management with Precisely. And this version, support API key authentication method. I thought that was important enough not to list in the fixes or minor release. I think there's one more here from IronStream stating the same thing about the API key authentication method. So if you're using either one of these for IronStream Event Management, those have some new authentication capabilities in this latest release. Next up, Logitech Sync Device Management. Integrates Logitech Sync to receive alerts and notifications about Logitech devices. In this version, major changes from 2.0. Meeting room inventory is now always synchronized and includes extra data like the serial, IP address, and MAC address, reworked incident creation flows, and fully configurable from the sync portal. So those are the major changes. They're kind of after the application summary there at the top, so you got to read a little bit to find those. But if you're using Logitech Sync Device Management, that got a nice little update. You may want to check it out. Next up is Microsoft Sentinel. This got a minor update, added additional logging capabilities. Wasn't really a fix, so I included it in the highlights as an enhancement. So I believe this is a pretty brand new app, Microsoft Sentinel, bi-directional incidents between Sentinel and ServiceNow. So if you're using that, you may want to check that out for additional logging. Next up, mobile SDK libraries for Android and iOS. You're going to see that here in a second. So they fixed some defects for local.aar file dependencies supported when building an AAR, and ProGuard issue that caused related build to crash. Let's go ahead and check out the iOS version, see what they did in that one on that update. We'll check that out here. SDK frameworks to include support for simulator targets on the new Apple Silicon hardware. So updates to both the mobile SDK libraries for iOS and Android coming to you from ServiceNow. Next up is a PDF generator by Sofigate. Basically, it's a PDF generator, but they did update. And this one is not supporting Tokyo. This should have been in my release notes fails. I didn't use that category. You can see, if you haven't seen before, what a release note fails is. They're actually doing some stuff, they're patching it, but they're just leaving the description and they're not putting release notes in there. So let's go ahead and say, please give us better release notes, PDF generator by Sofgate, and we will make sure we categorize that correctly as a release notes fail for our SSH episode. Let's go next. It's going to be, I got out of order there, PDF Bird. PDF Bird is create styled and branded PDFs in ServiceNow. Let's check out this version. Ensuring compatibility with the current ServiceNow release. You can see there at the top, Tokyo, San Diego, Rome. Added example records for a letter, added capability to have HTML as the output for the data gathering, and added PDF generation module for Agent Workspace. So a nice little update from PDF Bird. I love the name of that one. Next up, next two, QualiCMDB Sync Service Graph Connector got an update since our last episode. You can see here, this is one, they're basically providing the direction Qualys to ServiceNow, and then listing what there was there. So metadata for internet-facing IPs, SSL certificate information, new option to include or exclude unmanaged assets from schedules, etc., there. And then they provide a PDF showing, it looks like probably just a document overview of what they did. But that got updated on February 15th. They have another one. Let's go ahead and check out that one. Oh no, I just have it in here twice. Is that really the same thing? See, my new system isn't perfect yet. It is really just the same thing. So I will fix that by deleting this, and that will no longer show for this particular episode of SSH. So next up is going to be Salesforce integration. This Salesforce integration is by CrossFuse, integrating Salesforce data with ServiceNow in a simple and powerful way. No version history on this one either, version 1.39, but if we scroll down to the release notes, we can see certified for Tokyo was version 1.38. But version 1.39 we don't have any release notes for, so I think, again, I missed this one on the release notes fail. I think I assumed that version 1.38 was the same, but 1.39 is what actually is out there, so we have no idea what got there, so that's going to go into our release notes fail bucket. We'll go ahead and update that and go to the next one. Science Logic SL1 event integration is next on our highlighted apps. Feed events from Science Logic into ServiceNow event management. In this release, it's not the initial release, you can see that here. So what they added is the ability to do it without a mid server. So you got with a mid server, kind of trailing over here, with mid server and without mid server. And then version 1, it just had syncing. So I'm assuming they've done something in version 1.04 to differentiate between doing it with a mid server and without a mid server. So that felt important enough to include in our updates. Next up is vulnerability response integration with ClairOT CTD. This is another brand new one, just got released back in December, and as of February 16th, it has been certified for Utah and updated to better handle OT assets with multiple MAC addresses. So that is that update. And next on our list, let's see, Zoho Assist remote support and screen sharing. Let's check that out. Instant remote support and screen sharing right from your ServiceNow instance records. In this version, instant remote support and screen sharing right from incidents, and they just repeated the same thing that was in the last one. So I've got another release notes fail on this one from Zoho Assist. So they upgraded, they patched, but we have no idea what they did or why we should upgrade to it. But if you're using that, you should definitely check it out. That's this SSH episode. So the new countdown now, 8 compatibility fixes, 3 downgrades in the ServiceNow Store, 3 fixes, 14 highlighted, updated, patched, fixed applications that we walked through, 3 new releases, and what was missing at the beginning, 3 release notes fails because there was no release notes telling us what the heck changed in the version that's now in the ServiceNow Store. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what the heck is going on in the ServiceNow Store and why should I care about the applications that are being updated. Until next time, don't forget to always be learning.